of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
God said he do what?
I make peace.
So God said when something is peaceful, when it's peaceful situations on the earth, that's because of him. But what else?
I make peace and create evil.
He said when evil going on in the earth, he created that. He caused that to happen. So God ain't good all the time. God said he creates peace and evil. He does that. So when somebody with power on the earth have a bright idea to take animal DNA and splice it with human DNA and make a disease called COVID-19 and
bring it out,
spread it to the masses, God allowed that thought to formulate in his head. He just wasn't so smart. He thought to do it. Oh, God said he created that evil on earth. Why did he create that evil? You can hold what you got. Give me that Micah 6. I'm gonna show you why God gotta create evil. Because there's a reason behind everything God doing. All the answers in the Bible, but they never told us that. They never told us where to go get answers when stuff is going wrong in our life. Why is this happening? Why do we get sick? Because God got a dietary law in the Bible on specific things we're supposed to eat.
Bring it out, Doc.
That's why blacks and Hispanics lead in health disease as far as gout, high blood pressure. Why? Because we love pork. We love shrimp, we love crab, we love lobster. God created those animals to be cleaning for the water, for the land, because a pig can eat anything, right? Don't they say you are what you eat? So if a pig can eat anything and you'll eat a pig, what that make you? Yeah. Because if you die in a pig's pen, he will eat you. So why would we turn around and eat that? God created him to clean the earth. Read that, Micah 6 and 13.
Micah chapter 6, verse 13. Therefore also will I make thee sick in smiting thee and making thee desolate.
God said he gonna make us sick. He gonna smite us with sickness and make us desolate. We gonna start to die off in large numbers. That's what happened in 1492. When the conquistadors came to this side of the earth, they killed almost 300 million natives. He made the native, the so-called Hispanic and Native Americans desolate because they were over here in the midst of sin, sacrificing human flesh. Y'all seen the movie Apocalypto? Y'all know about the Aztec history? That stuff was going on. So God sent Christopher Columbus over here. He didn't discover America. God sent them over here to reprove the Israelites for breaking his commandments.
That's right.
He said, I'm going to smite you with sickness. Because they also came with smallpox and stuff, right? Your forefathers were nice. They were like, hey man, we're going to show y'all how to make it through the hard winters over here. Save the food. Yeah, this, that, and the third. As soon as they thought they was cool with the white man, he got all the smallpox blankets and gave them to the natives. Hey man, hey, keep reading. It is what it is. Read.
You know what happened? He saw that.
And making thee desolate because of thy sin.
God said, read that again.
We can't be out there talking about white people like that.
Why God say he's going to make us desolate?
Because of thy sins.
Because our sins. Because we break the commandments of God. God said he got to punish us. He
Right.
got to judge us. Psalms 147. These are the judgments of God. Slavery. That is a judgment from God. Because God made us the highest, smartest, most powerful nation on earth. How do you punish such a great people? Because if we lined it up and had a battle, nation against nation, race against race, who's gonna come out on top? Exactly. So how the hell could somebody enslave us? If you can say that with such confidence, like we the coldest, we gonna win. How we get slavery then? Because our God stopped fighting with us, and he went to go help our enemies. So they enslaved us. They took our nationality, they took our name. Our language, took everything from us. Now we walking around calling ourselves African American, Black, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, Mexican. God, them names are nowhere in the Bible, but God created everything. So that means that's a lie right there. Read that, Psalm 147.
Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
God only showed his word to the Israelites, Jacob. He said, I only showed my word to Jacob. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
His statutes, his sub-laws, and his judgments unto the Israelites. So he said, I showed you my commandments and my judgments, meaning when you break or transgress the commandment I made for you, I have to judge you according to the law. So let me ask y'all a question. How did black people get to this side of the world?
We were slaves.
I know. We were slaves.
Yeah, we had.
Okay.
They took us from Africa.
They took us from Africa.
Or not Africa.
Yeah, we was in Africa. We was in Spain, Portugal, Europe.
Yeah, they took us from where we was and brought us.
They brought us over here. How?
See about boats and ships.
Boats and ships. Is that in the Bible?
Nah.
It's not in the Bible?
I know we had
Hey, let's see. You said what?
some of them were natives.
Yeah, some of them was like, yeah, the natives had a darker tone before the conquistadors came over here and started mixing with them and raping them. Yeah, they had darker skin tone. So some people walking around thinking they black or African American today, they really natives because they reclassified a lot of the natives as black, the ones that had darker skin tone. So we gonna see how God said, read 46 first. We gonna see how God said the Israelites. We saying that's who we are, right? How we got over here. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46.
Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
God said, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder. Keep reading. No. Oh, yeah, you can read 345.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
So a curse, is that good or bad? It's bad. He said, so God said, moreover, all these curses, read,
Shall pursue thee,
he said, curses gonna pursue us, chase us down, and what?
and overtake thee,
Overtake us, read.
till thou be destroyed.
So we be destroyed. Today we destroyed because we ain't calling ourselves the Israelites. We calling ourselves blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
How do you listen to God? Is God going to open up the sky and talk to you? Oh, this Bible. These are the words of God. This is how we come back to listening to God in the Bible. He said, because since we didn't listen to him, we had to be cursed. And he said they was going to pursue us and overtake us wherever we was at in the earth. That's why even today, no matter how much money, fame, esteem you got, they all look at us as what? Niggas. Jay-Z just made the song. Rich nigga, poor nigga. Yeah. He said no matter how much fame, fortune, or whatever you got, we're going to get it in a minute, you still a nigga. That's what God telling us. That's a curse. Because that title that they put on us is outside of our God-given name.
Right.
Give me verse 68. So God said curses going to overtake us in the earth. Let's read about one of these curses to see what people on the earth this happened to. Read.
Verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So do y'all know any history of the Bible when the Israelites was in Egypt? What happened? You know, Moses went in and told Pharaoh, let my people go. How did Israel get out of Egypt when Moses went in? Yeah, he formed the plagues, and then what happened? We walked up out of there. We walked up out of Egypt. So what was the Israelites' status in Egypt? They were slaves. They were slaves. So God said, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Did the Israelites go back into Egypt in the Bible after they came out with Moses?
Yeah.
As a nation of people? They did. We was in the wilderness for a while, but we never went back into Egypt like in the time of Moses as being slaves. Some of our people might have moved there, but as a whole nation, we never went back in. So when you read Deuteronomy 28:68, it's another meaning behind the word Egypt. So read that.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2.
This is what we don't know about the Bible. It's self-defining. God got all the answers within the book. Y'all seen that movie, The Book of Eli?
Yeah.
That's based off the Bible, man. Your oppressor, the white man, no, it's not just a book.
Right.
That's why when they enslaved us, they conditioned us not to read. Because when we stop reading, we stop learning, now we hate books, reading, information, knowledge. Because they say, if you want to hide something from a nigga, where you going to put it? In the trap? In the book. You ain't gonna put it in the trap, because a nigga gonna be there. You ain't gonna put it at the basketball court, because a nigga gonna be there. He said, if you wanna hide something from a Negro, where you gonna put it? In a book. Because they hate to read. Why? Because we conditioned them to hate to read. We was stealing their forefathers in slavery that read the Bible. Y'all see Birth of a Nation? When Nat Turner read the Bible and started a revolt and started killing slave masters, they said, we killing niggas for reading the Bible. To this day, in Mark Benson. Yeah. We had a lot of forefathers, the Maroons in Jamaica. That's when they started taking books out of the Bible and making it against the law for you to have them in your possession.
Right.
Like judgment by death. But a lot of our people walk around saying the Bible is a fake book. Why would I kill you for reading something that's a fairy tale?
I wouldn't have said it's a fake book, but generation to generation, the words have got kind of switched around and mixed the school in the Bible.
No, remember what I touched earlier. That's why I said that.
They don't want us to read.
Nah, yeah, that's a major key. But also, if something going on in the earth and God wouldn't want it to happen, that means He's not God. He's not all powerful. So this is a part of faith. If you really believe in God, your faith gonna tell you God can preserve His word. Because remember, if I condition you not to read, I don't gotta change what's written in the book. I just lie about the book. I can tell you, hey, Christ white. So if Christ white, what that means? God white, the Israelites white, the angels white, and you gotta be subservient to white people. But is Christ white in the Bible? What you say? No, we gonna stay where we at. We'll get it there.
Not sure.
You're not sure. Okay, see, that's why we gotta touch on these things. This is how you start to build the mind of the black man back up. If we can't make this Bible relate to you, you will never apply one commandment in the Bible.
Right.
Because you always think it belongs to these people.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Israelites got to a certain place in the world, then we'll touch on what God and His people look like. Read that.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2.
Read out.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
God said He brought us out of the land of Egypt. What's the land of Egypt to God?
Out of the house of bondage.
God said Egypt is the house of bondage. What's another word for bondage? Slavery. Go back to Deuteronomy 28. Hey, that brother, hey, you cooking. Hey, I see, hey, keep paying attention. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
So don't forget slavery when you hear Egypt. Read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
It's a slavery again. Read.
With ships.
With the what?
With ships.
With ships. On cargo slave ships. On cargo slave. The Bible gonna paint that picture. Your spirit just gotta be open to receive it. God said, read that again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into Egypt again, in the slavery again, the bondage again, my brother. Read.
With ships.
On cargo slave ships.
Right.
Didn't they conquer the so-called black man and pack them on the bottom of slave ships?
Bring it out.
Them to the side of the world? Who else did that happen to ever in history? No other race. So what is God telling you in the Bible? You not no black man. You not no African American. God said these curses would consume and follow the children of Israel.
That's right.
So that means right there you an Israelite just because you know your people went into slavery on slave ships.
Right.
Because did Native Americans go into slavery on slave ships? Yes, they did. The first thing Christopher Columbus did when he came over and conquered America, he started packing natives by the thousands on ships and taking them back to Spain.
Right.
That's slavery on slave ships. But they hide that history in books where Negroes won't look. So we don't know these things. Now keep reading 68.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So Moses said exactly how I'm telling y'all this happening. It's going to happen. It's going to come to pass. That's prophecy. That's prophetic. They never bring the prophecies out of the Bible in the Christian church. So our people ain't in tune with prophecy. Read.
Thou shalt sin no more again. And there,
when we got off from slave ships,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
We were sold to our enemies. You see them on the auction block right here, the biggest, strongest Negro. They modeling us today. They do it even today in the NFL Combine. Our brothers going there with the spandex on, they running and jumping and they poking them. Oh, this is a fine specimen. He's 6'5", 220 with a 440. That's the same thing they was doing with Kunta Kinte and them.
Right.
The same thing, ain't nothing changed. It's slavery by a different name. Because a lot of our brothers in these professions, when they get out of them, their body broke up, they done spent all their money because they ain't learned nothing.
Right.
And they in the same position that they was before they got into the professional athletics. And that happened with entertainers too. These are the curses of God. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And God said, and there, when we got off the slave ships, we're going to be sold to who?
Your enemies.
Your enemies. Your enemies. God said in the Bible, the people that put you on slave ships and sold you, they are your what?
Unto your enemies.
Your enemies, brother. That's your enemy. Anybody that sold your people, changed their name, God said they're your enemies. But we don't know that.
Right.
Because the same people we talking about, entertainers, when they get their money, when they build up these poor and disenfranchised communities they live in, what they do?
Bring it up.
They go straight over there and move where the white people at.
Right.
That's a curse in the Bible. But our people don't know that. That's why God said in Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed because they lack the knowledge of God.
Right.
That's knowledge right there, knowing that I should build up where my people at. Not going out there with the people that oppress me. That's why the white man, when LeBron James moved to LA, they was able to spray paint nigga on his garage. Because he went right to Beverly Hills where the white people at.
Right.
They got rich communities in LA where black people only there, Baldwin Hills, stuff like that.
Bring it up.
He said, I don't want to live over there with them niggas. Niggas steal. We hate each other. That's our mind frame. Oh, niggas steal. I'm gonna go with the white man. White people don't steal on a small level.
Right.
They steal people, countries. They not small thieves. They ain't stealing your PlayStation 5 or your Jordan.
Right.
I like them 11s. I gotta get those. They stealing people. Sex trafficking, human trafficking.
Right.
I want your land. I'm gonna steal your land and name it after me. America, that's a white man. Africa, that's a white man.
Right.
We don't know these things though. Cause we'll act like we waking up and say, hey, I'm from Africa, I'm Pan-African, I'm pro-black. That's the white man too. That's the white man too. You good on the song, bro. Finish that up.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Your enemies. Remember that. If you don't know who your enemy is, you ain't gonna know how to maneuver in this world. Because we look at each other as enemies. Because I see you, I see you, I see you. If we wasn't up here teaching the Bible, we'll look at each other like, man, look at this nigga, he ain't shit. That's how we do. That's how we act toward each other. Not knowing God said we in the hand of our enemies because we got their last name. We aspire to walk like them, act like them. If they say do something, we try to conform ourselves to that.
Bring it out.
Don't walk your lady in the street.
Well, we all we got.
That's not
Each
much
other.
protection.
We are all we got. Believe it or not. Read that.
Unto your enemies for bondmen
Slave men,
and bondwomen,
slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
Ain't no man gonna be able to redeem you. That's
Right.
what I mean. Because didn't Martin Luther King try to redeem the blacks and Hispanics out of slavery in America? Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman,
Right.
Sojourner Truth,
Bring it out.
Marcus Garvey.
Right.
We had many strong black men and women, Hispanic men and women stand up for our people and try to redeem us, but they can't. Because that's Christ's job. So what we got to do is unite under Christ and not this white man right here.
Right.
This is not Jesus Christ. It never has been, never will be.
That's
Give me that.
right.
Give me Daniel chapter 10 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Give me that in Daniel. We gotta show you. We gonna connect, we gonna show you. This Bible talking about us. No other people. The Bible is not an all-inclusive book. That's why they started the religion Catholicism. Because you know what Catholic means? United, like all-inclusive for everybody. But when you look at status in America, Is everybody on an even playing field? Do we get those same opportunities as white people? Hell no. Ain't nothing equal about this society. But they feed us these doctrines to look at, and that's how we perceive each other as nothing, but we look at them like, I'm trying to be equal to them. So when the police kill us, shoot us with pepper spray and rubber bullets, we out there marching in the streets. No justice, no peace. What the hell is this? When God said gather together as a nation that's not desired under these laws, statutes, and commandments, and he gonna raise his people back up. Read that, Daniel 10.
Daniel chapter 10, verse 5.
Bring it on.
Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold.
So Daniel, he's seeing something in the vision. He said, I looked up. I lifted up my eyes and looked. What did Daniel see? Read.
A certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz.
He saw a man with a linen garment on. Read.
His body was like the beryl.
The beryl. Beryl is a green stone. So he said he had on a green garment. Read.
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
Wisdom and understanding was coming off Christ's face. He said he's seen that, shining, bright. Read.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
What color is fire? Red. Why would, because this is talking about Jesus, why would Christ's eyes be red? What was Christ's first miracle in the Bible? He did, that wasn't the first. He was at the wedding. They ran out of wine. He turned water into wine. So Christ drank wine. When you drink, y'all drink? When you drink, the whites in your eyes, they start to turn red, don't they? So that's what Daniel sees. Yeah, he drink, he don't get drunk, so what? But he drink in moderation, read?
And his arms and his feet like in color.
He said like in what?
Like in color.
Did y'all know color was in the Bible?
Bring it on.
Because Daniel said he seen Christ, and his arms and his feet was in the same color. Your arms and your feet, they're the same color, ain't they? Yours. So what was this likeness of color that Daniel saw in Christ? Read.
Like in color to polished brass.
So, polished brass. What color is brass? We don't got brown. So brass is brown. It is a shade of brown.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.